I'd never really paid much attention to it before, but I was actually one of the eldest in the group that had come out to the US. I'd never really paid much attention to it because it wasn't terribly relevant. I only knew these people through our shared profession, but here in America we were now socialising with each other. It's not like we were multiple generations apart. We had the same core experiences and values, but through our conversations I'd noticed that we had very different life objectives, different priorities. I think it was necessary though. For what we were here to do, it wouldn't make much sense to only bring folks from one generation or another. You need a wealth of ideas and experiences to solve different problems. Speaking of socialising though, towards the end of April we hit the road on another trip. We were off to Brooklyn to check out the parks at Coney Island. The parks were pretty cool. They were right on the beach, so you always had that lovely sea air blowing in. And the parks themselves were kitschy as hell, not that I would hold that against them. Coney Island had that travelling carnival feel to it. It's the gaudy lights, the garish colours, the distorted faces of mascots. You definitely wouldn't get that same feel at Disney or Universal. Luna Park, probably the most well-known of the parks at Coney Island, was first opened back in 2010, but the original Luna Park was opened all the way back in 1903. That's a lot of history right there. The Wonder Wheel, the ride I found the most eye-catching, is just over 100 years old too. You can see then, when you walk around these parks, the different generations of entertainment that exist, as clear as day, all blended together. Just like our little group of travellers, the parks had this blend of new and old. Rickety old roller coasters that had been around for years stood right next to rides and amusements that were practically brand new by comparison. You would think that with time, people's perspective would change and different generations of people would enjoy different sorts of entertainment. But it seems like the classic Ferris wheel or roller coaster, no matter how ancient they may be, will always pull a crowd. When you split people down into their generations, however, you fall into the trap of othering them. I'm not just talking about disregarding younger people for lack of experience, I'm also talking about ignoring older generations for their seemingly out-of-touch thoughts. Generations should listen to each other. The nostalgic sites of Coney Island have shown this, the perfect combination of old-world charm and modern-day entertainment.